Says we're live.
Hello, hello.
I have to take its word for it that we're live. I don't know any different. Hi, everybody. It's Joran Oppelt. I'm the founder of Illustrious. I'm here with my wife, partner, and co-founder of Illustrious, Jennifer. We're streaming. Want to say hi?
Hello, hello.
We are streaming using a new platform called StreamYard, new to us, I should say. Streaming to Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time, which is just feels decadent. It feels like really, I don't know. That feels like a really fancy thing to be able to do. But apparently we're doing it. So if you're watching, we kind of need to know that people are seeing us. So leave a comment. Apparently we can see comments from all these different platforms funneled into one spot. So if you can please do that, say hello. We would love to hear from you. Hey, Dad, what's up? Dad says, good morning. This is awesome. All right. So it's working. Dad's watching on Facebook, it looks like. Okay, cool. So I'm here with Jen to talk about a recent shift we've made, and that is that Jen's now working in the business. Illustrious is the visual consultancy that I founded 2 years ago after leaving the innovation consultancy that I worked at in Florida for 5 years. Josh sees us too. Awesome. And he's watching on LinkedIn. Okay, this is great. Everything's working. It's all happening. It's all happening. Super cool. Oh, and Sammy's watching too. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So Jen is now joining the company. And I just wanted to get on here as a test of the technology, but also to chat and get you guys to get to know her a little bit. So Jen, tell us about your new role you're taking on.
So coming on as Chief Operating Officer, because why not? I have been working in the world of operations for quite a few years now, running my own businesses separate from working with Joran to working with them together, working with other companies in the area of business and people operations. And 2 years ago when Joran started Illustrious, it was a bit too big of a leap for both of us to jump in together. So I worked in other ways for a few years. I just had a really great run as Director of People Operations for a digital marketing agency. But the timing was right. So I'm excited to be on board. And I know this business. I know it well because Jordan and I worked together at another consultancy doing this type of work before. And I ran everything from business operations, finance, HR, project management, even some account management. So I'm excited to be working side by side with Jordan again.
I feel like we're in a job interview. I feel like you're telling us how amazing you are, which you are. I know you are. So I think it'd be interesting I love, putting you on the spot, but I also love that I know this work pretty well, and then to hear other people describe it or talk about it is always really fun for me. So for those of our friends or non-clients who are watching and are like, yeah, I think Jordan's got a thing, he has his own business, whatever, maybe don't really know what we do, right? In as few words as possible, what would you describe how would you describe the work that Illustrious does?
As few words as possible. That's when I start to I don't know if I can do that, but I'll do my best. I would say the work that Illustrious does, the people who come to Illustrious, asking for help, are generally in a place of transition in their business. They're feeling some pain. And they're looking to find a path forward. And I believe that what Illustrious does, what Joran really does well, is help people kind of get to the heart of the pain that they're experiencing in their business, and helping them find a path forward where they can feel more alignment around their team, more ease in the day-to-day work, clarity, and really just kind of getting out of that space of feeling stuck or overwhelmed or upside down, and into a more visual and clear path forward.
I love it. Yeah, you talked a lot about the results and the outcomes that people see, clarity, and
Mhm.
having a clear vision or strategy. You started though by saying getting to the heart of the pain. That doesn't
Mhm.
really sound fun, right?
No, it's not always fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we make our work fun in the sessions. But in the beginning, I mean, people don't hire consultants, to do work when there's not, something that needs fixing.
yeah, yeah. It's true.
I mean, of course,
Um,
there is, the maintenance, the maintenance strategies and things that are just make good business sense. But I think that's a situation of people who are, really forward thinking. They're doing smart business practices. So I think there's some of both.
yeah, I think. Well, and just to take a real station break here too, if you're just tuning in, please leave us a comment. We're streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, so we're not quite sure where people are tuning in from. And we are looking to do more of these broadcasts. So yeah, tell us hello in the comments. What you just said reminded me of like that kind of, it's like a joke, right? But it's like the top reasons people hire consultants, right? And one of them is, I need somebody to tell the CEO something that I'm not willing to tell them, right? Or the opposite is also true. I need somebody to communicate to the team something that I don't want to communicate to them. The third one is I need somebody to just come in and do the work that I'm unwilling to do, right? And then the fourth one is I need somebody to blame when shit goes wrong, right? So all four of those things, happen, right? That's a regular part of the work. What can you say? You've been kind of on the periphery for the last couple of years and a little more involved recently. What can you say, without naming any names, are some of the big results that we've gotten recently with leaders or teams we've worked with?
Oh, there's many, but I would say one of the things that I really noticed as an outcome of the work that you've done with companies is people running better meetings.
Mhm.
And that may sound small, but it's actually huge. I just always appreciate the feedback that you give people on how they're running meetings and how you teach them. You don't just try to put yourself in a position of running all the meetings for them. You really empower people to internalize this work so that it lives on after you're done with your focused work with them. So I would say that's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, yeah, that's an important one. We're working right now with somebody who's, we've got the leadership meeting flow kind of worked out, but now it's like, how do we scale it out to the business units? And yeah, getting those different teams or departments to run their meetings the same way, call the meeting the same thing, have the same agenda, facilitate it the same way so that it's scalable and people kind of get the same experience and you're driving the same outcomes in all those meetings. And so you're scaling an initiative, which in this instance is OKRs, objectives and key results. So it's strategic in nature, focused on their goals that they're trying to achieve every quarter. That it's important that those are consistent experiences for the team when you're rolling it out. So yeah, that's part of what we do, right? And we other do all kinds of other things like service model blueprints and customer experience journeys and story brands and disc workshops and team coaching and all kinds of stuff that we've done, as well as workshop design and facilitation. What else? Let's see. People might be curious about what we've done, why it's a big deal that like we're working together again, right? And again, for those just tuning in, leave us a comment. We're going to know that people are seeing this. So whatever platform you're watching on, say hello to us. We want to hear from you. So why is it important that we're working together again? What are some things that you and I have done in the past before?
So many things. Well, one of the first times that we worked together, Jordan and I have been together for over 23 years now, so we've got some history. And within our first couple years of dating, Jordan and I worked together as camp counselors at a museum. It was an art camp, and we helped with different classrooms. But even then, we were kind of scheming on ways to get these kids in line and how to make our days a little easier.
Yeah.
So there's been so many times since then.
Yeah, you had a corporate wellness business that I helped support, did the marketing for. We owned a wellness center in St. Petersburg, Florida together, Meta, which is still there, now run by Lauren Purdon, who is keeping the Meta brand and community alive down in Florida. So yeah, there's been some things that we've done and founded together before. What makes Illustrious different from those other things?
I mean, one of the things that this really is your passion and your work. There's been like with the wellness center, I felt like that was definitely something you and I did together. It was a joint passion, me as a massage therapist and energy worker, and you as a teacher and a coach and spiritual leader. We had kind of like a very I don't know, balanced, I think, approach to that business together, where my corporate wellness business was really my thing, my vision, my baby. And, you helped me in a lot of ways in the way of marketing and, strategy and things like that. It was definitely my vision, my business. And I kind of feel like we flipped it with Illustrious. I mean, especially even with you kind of starting on your own before I officially joined. This is your vision, this is your baby, this is your work, your passion. And I'm super excited about all of it too, but I'm excited in the way of supporting you and the clients and, being a part of it that is very energizing and exciting, but it wasn't my original business idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember when we all got laid off from the innovation consultancy and I was like, I want to keep doing this work. I want to start my own business. You were like,
In the middle of COVID,
are
when
you sure about that?
yeah, I was hesitant.
You were hesitant.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have proven the concept.
Mhm. I always believed in you. I just couldn't take that leap with you 2 years ago.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. So my question then is, because you mentioned clients, like if there are clients on the call or clients that see this, what can they expect from you? Like, how are you going to be involved? Where might you appear in that customer journey?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to be involved from the beginning. So everything from discovery calls to kickoff calls. And the reason why I would be involved in those is because I'm helping to work on proposals. I'm doing the invoicing. I'm also doing project management and coordination. So for me, being involved early on is really important. So that I have all the details and I can just help make sure everything runs super smooth. That's one thing that I'm really good at, is helping things run smoothly. So, kind of depending on what their role is, they may hear from me a fair amount, or they may not hear from me at all. They might just kind of see me on some calls here and there. Also, kind of wrapping up projects, so making sure that we get your deliverables to you, and if there's any kind of feedback surveys that we have and things like that, just kind of helping make sure that everything is taken care of.
Yeah, I'm excited to have your support. I know your level of attention to detail and what I refer to you as a power integrator, right? Like in organizations where there's a visionary and an integrator, you really are one of those rare power integrators that can operationalize and systematize processes and refine processes and make them better. And I'm just really excited to kind of have your eye and your brain as a resource in the business now, and just continue to make things better for our clients, because that's what it's about, right? One of our core values at Illustrious is commitment to quality outcomes, and that is all about that attention to detail and the way we support our clients throughout the process and beyond. So really excited to have you at their disposal as well. That's just like an amazing value add. So that's what I'm excited about. What are you excited about in 2023?
I'm just really excited to Well, I mean, it's a few different levels and layers. Definitely for us personally, just to be able to work together again, and have that. We're right on the opposite sides of the wall from each other right now. We have home office here in Asheville, North Carolina. We work in our basement in two different rooms, and it's just
That
a
brick
really
wall you see, that's the brick wall right there.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It's just it's a family business, and it is, and I enjoy being a part of that. Um, but I think beyond kind of the personal, the ability to make a greater impact for our clients and being able to free up Joran's brain for where it needs to be focusing on these client outcomes, and the ways of thought leadership and sharing, what he knows and has learned with the world, and being able to serve more clients, because now with two of us here, we can, just really grow our capacity and grow the team. I am excited about growing the team. I mean, it feels like a big jump right now. We're already talking about what other support we might need. So that's something I'm really excited about too, especially with my last 2 years spending more focused on HR and people operations. I am excited to bring some more members on to the Illustrious team.
Since you have the mic, do you want to talk a little bit about what we're looking for right now? Because we talked this morning about who we need next. Do you want to talk about it now? Somebody might see it.
Yeah, sure. We'll be putting a job description out soon. For now, this will be a part-time contract position because that's a smart way to get going on bringing team members on in the early stages. But a marketing coordinator, and bringing me on, it was like, first of all, it's like, I can help you with everything, and only a few weeks in, it's like, it's really obvious that the marketing gets kind of pushed down when you've got other priorities, and getting our 2022 taxes, worked out right now. I am, building proposals and really focusing on more income generating activities they're super critical for the business. And so, marketing is something that we need help with, and we will be looking for that support soon.
Yeah. So if you are that person, or if you know somebody who might be looking to help us with that, reach out. Reach out to Jennifer. Reach out to us here at Illustrious. And hey, Antonio's watching on LinkedIn. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, really great to see the comments this morning from people who are tuning in. Appreciate that, Antonio. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is an exciting year for us. And and a shout out to East Fork Pottery. I won a contest. I won these coffee mugs, so I just have to shout them out. They're amazingly made coffee mugs that I've been drinking out of lately. And if you want to, if you're watching in this either now or later, I'm assuming this stream will stay up. I'm new to this StreamYard thing. I'm assuming it'll stay up as a video for people to watch after we're done. If you've watched this and have questions or comments, please leave a comment right now. We're watching below. And Dennis is watching on LinkedIn too. He says we look and sound great, fantastic. And like I said, we've invested in StreamYard now. I want to be doing more content creation this year. If you want to hear me or any of the kind of Illustrious team members talking about certain topics or discussing content, leave us a comment and tell us what you want to hear more about. Right, I've got some ideas jotted down for talks on like innovation or providing feedback without seeing change, or the time I got shushed as a facilitator, right? Like, so there's these things that I do want to get on and talk about maybe weekly.
Your new book.
My new book. That's right. Hold on. Let me grab hold on. I got to show everybody. All right. This is super exciting because this is like sneak peek here. This is the new book that's come out. It's called Facilitation, a Human-Centered Guide to the Art of Collaboration. What you're seeing is the proofreader proof with the whole not for resale watermark on the front. But I can tell you that this thing is tabbed and functional, and there's a timeline of facilitation in the book, including things like Toastmasters and Dungeons and Dragons. The design is fantastic. There's lots of illustrations that are really cool. It's based on the 4 integral quadrants. We've got sections on being, behaving, bonding, and building. Within that, the lines of development or intelligence that every great facilitator should have or be working on. And there's sections in the back for self-assessment. So if you're in any way facilitating groups or teams, this book is a really, really, really great resource. And we've even been said, we used it on the back. It's the only book on facilitation you'll ever need. So pick that up. And Antonio says, I need to tell you about the new book I'm writing on collaboration. I'd love to show you the method. And we'll get your book. Most definitely. It looks gorgeous. Thank you so much. Yeah, this thing is going to be out in paperback and hardcover in a matter of weeks, like 2 weeks from now. It should be available. So all the more reason we have a marketing coordinator in place to help us get the word out. I want to coordinate some panel discussions with the people who are featured in the book so we can talk about the material in the book and really raise some awareness about this book in ways that I haven't done with prior books, because this one feels really important. And it's based on years and years of work, as Jen said. So, and it's one of those things where I'm kind of tired of talking about the book. It's one of those things like as a musician, you put an album out and it's like, those are the songs you've been playing for 3 years. You're tired of playing those songs already, but there's ways to keep this content fresh and repurpose it in other ways. And I'm excited to do that with it and play with it and shape it into something cool that will live on, right? And become the next thing. Sammy says he looks forward to reading it too. Yes, I'm very excited. Jen, let's see. We're at the about 20-minute mark. Anything else you want to say? I want to hear from people about future live streams and what they want to hear from us. What do you want to close with?
What do I want to close with? I just want to say that I'm just really happy to be here. Joran and I haven't been on a call together doing this type of format in a while. It's not my most natural, easy thing to do, but he makes it fun. And so I'm just really grateful for this opportunity. Oh, Michelle, hi.
Hey, Michelle. She's watching on Facebook.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, I'm so excited for this stage of life with you, Joran, and diving in together on making Illustrious all that it can be.
Nice. Yes, I know the clients are going to love you and you're going to provide so much value to them. And like you said, you're going to make it so much easier then for me to show up and provide that ultimate value to the client too. And that's what it's about. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Please leave us a comment. Let us know you tuned in. Let us know what you want us to talk about next. And let us know if you have any questions about who we are and what we do at Illustrious. And you can visit us online at illustri.us. You can see the URL right there in the watermark. And thanks StreamYard. This was pretty easy to pull together this morning. I'm kind of digging this whole studio environment and excited to do another one of these. So thanks, everybody. Have an amazing rest of your week. It's Thursday now, so have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon.